Hey, it's the first unit in the game, guys. It's Crawler. It's got a drill on its face, and this thing runs really fast. There's a ton of them. It's like a little pack you get here. There's 24. You get so many. This thing can only target ground. It is a melee unit. It attacks pretty fast, almost twice a second. And there's even an upgrade that makes it attack faster than that. It is baseline the fastest unit in the game. It's tied with other units that share its speed. There are modifiers in this game that can change all of these things, but this unit is also pretty squishy and it's pretty cheap. It's basically what you want to be making to protect your other units, your other investments in this game. 100 is the cheapest unit, so it's really you're gonna want to like put this thing all over the place. Sometimes you can use it as an attacking unit, and sometimes you can use it as a defensive unit. It's basically got like a lot. It's something you're gonna always use just because it's easy to squeeze into your army to make it make sense. Upgrades that help it do this. Okay. So this unit has a pretty big range of choices. You have a attack speed and a move speed in one upgrade here. This move speed differential here, like the amount it increases you, is substantial. This unit becomes very fast when you turn on Mechanical Rage. Some units literally have as low as 6 move speed by their base. So 5 is relatively like respectable here. Generic like overall speed modifiers in this game that apply to your entire army usually give you 3. So 5 is very nice. And then the attack speed interval upgrade here is a very good upgrade. I would say this is a aggressive upgrade. It's something you'd probably want to run with anything you're going to do that is related to attack focused crawlers. But it's also good at times just for the sake, again, of the move speed and the attack speed, because like connecting to the target in this game is something that is of relevance, and when it does. So that's something that can be very useful at certain times. So it's a very strong upgrade, I would say, for a crawler. I think it's something you should probably run most of the time, but again, it's an aggressive upgrade overall, so you don't have to necessarily run this. Replicate's really nice. It's just utility. This upgrade gives your crawler, just the ability to spawn more crawlers whenever it kills units. So and then the bigger the unit is that you kill, the more crawlers that pop out of it. You can spawn more than one in a bigger unit. So it's pretty cool. It definitely, if you have an ability to have crawlers not being killed somewhere, it can allow the crawler to really shine at being really annoying in a certain part of the board. It becomes like a virus that spreads out a little bit if it's not being controlled properly. And then it just like protects your units even more because you just have more of them. Subterranean Blitz is a very defensive upgrade. It makes your unit basically burrow in. Because every unit in this game will constantly run directly at each other. So whatever's closest to it, it locks onto it and just goes that way. So this upgrade allows, while the unit is doing that, it'll be underground and it'll be taking less damage until it gets close. It's great versus things that don't kill crawlers particularly fast, because you can like, I would say a good average attack range in this game is about like 140, 150 range. Like a lot of units can get up there towards like later rounds in the game. And being able to take away like that, about almost like 100 meters of just like reduced damage can definitely give you a better entry if you're not getting one shot on this unit. So there are a lot of times when this can be a very solid upgrade. So it is strong. I'm not currently running it myself, but it's a great upgrade. Acidic Explosion. Basically the biggest thing and the best thing about this upgrade, or about this mod, is it's nice that you get a little bit of damage, which is the 3%, like that ticks on the unit, which is like slowly dropping it down. And if it's a really big unit, it's quite effective. But the biggest thing is the 250% amplified damage mod, just to really make you understand what that means. Every single unit that is attacking something standing in poison will have 250% more damage from every source. So like your whole army is extremely amped up to kill that unit that is on poison. So if something big is on poison, it's gonna die extremely fast. You'll feel it when it turns on. There are upgrades to counter this in this game as well, but and there's also other ways to apply it. This is one of the debuffs in the game. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's a good upgrade as well. Like the thing is in this game as well, everything has a place and nothing is actually like just straight bad. But there are certain things that synergize well with others, and you don't have to run acid. It's not like there are other units that can apply acid as well. So it's the same debuff either way. So it's not required necessarily. And then you have Impact Drill, straight up easy peasy. You just get more damage. Goes great with Mechanical Rage, which is attack speed. And then your unit hits harder. And this unit does hit pretty hard if it connects. It actually does have some respectable damage. And then finally, Loose Formation. This is the best upgrade on this unit, I would say. What this unit does is there's basically a lot of units that do AoE splash damage that can no longer AoE, and now they become single target units when you turn this upgrade on, because all of your crawlers will like spread themselves out in like a checkerboard formation where there's like always a gap, and they just won't get AoE'd anymore by not everything necessarily, but by certain units that have a somewhat smaller AoE radius. And it just makes like your whole board just last a lot longer when you're engaging in your opponent's into the fight with your opponent. So it's a really, really, really solid upgrade. And I would say, just for the sake of most examples and most things, I'm going to run what I have here, which is Loose Formation, the spread out, the attack, the speed, and the replicate, which spawns more. But I would say the only thing, you can run anything you want on a crawler. The only thing that's really mandatory, in my opinion, is you need to either have Loose Formation, that is very important. And if you don't run that, you need to at least run Subterranean Blitz. Because if you don't run either one of those at all, it's going to be really hard for this unit to actually stay relevant at later stages in the game. This unit will actually become quite bad if you give it 0 defensive upgrades, because there's too many things that'll just kill it before it can actually do anything. So one of those I would say is kind of required, but otherwise I would say the other choices are pretty optional. And I'm running a couple aggressive upgrades on mine beyond having the spread out Loose Formation upgrade. And then if I get really crazy, I can always replicate. I feel like the most situations that I would say I would prefer would be when crawlers are safe to kill stuff, which is when I'll turn these upgrades on. But otherwise, a lot of times I would just use Loose Formation because they make it safe for other units to engage. And that's it. That's a crawler, guys. I'll do this again for every single every unit. If you want a deep dive of each unit, I'll be doing a video just like this for each one of them. And so expect more for the rest of the roster. And I'll be talking about things that my upgrades and stuff while I play, and the synergies that I run in the actual game when I'm actually doing it. So anyways, that's the crawler. Good luck.